Hello, my name's Terry Bell. I'm a Shote practitioner, better known as a herbalist. So unlike other herbalists, when you come in, we tell you don't tell us nothing. We'll look at your eyes, tongue, and teeth, do a muscle test, and tell you how you feel, think, where your pain is, what food's bothering you or not. Well, for the last 20 years, I've been telling people, do not drink coffee. And here's what they tell me. Take me off of coffee, there'll be murder in Selkirk. Coffee. First of all, I would tell them the ins and outs, which I'll start off with you, and then I'll show you how it changed. Coffee, it causes acid problems. And it drives, there's 5 different acids you want to look at. There's uric acid, that's where the urine backs up, and the body starts to smell like urine, and you can get clammy or sweaty, loss of hair, frequent urination, and burning while urinating. Then there's blood acid. Blood acid. This is where they take, it's called an arterial prick. They pull blood out of the body and test the acid level. And if the blood acid is up, you hear of people all the time, oh, their iron's disappearing at a mass rate and they don't know where it's going. They say it's not going anywhere, they're bleeding. No, they're not. The body gets so hot with acid that it starts to burn up the iron in the blood to cool the body down. Blood acid, you get sore joints, muscle bones, mostly headaches. The next one, saliva acid. And that's when the stomach acid is too high. You don't want it too high, you want it around 11. Or you can get puffed, bloated, gastric, burping, farting. Can lead to constipation or diarrhea. No matter what you eat, drink, you feel like you're busting and uncomfortable. You don't eat, you're sick. You eat, you're sick. The next one is lactic acid, and that is caused by exercise. Acid gets trapped in the muscles and starts to go higher and higher. The higher it goes, the more uncomfortable you live. The last one is called the body acid. Now, the body acid, when it goes up, you want it around 11. And coffee can do that very easily. Drive those acids, any one of them up, and you start feeling a little sicker and sicker. Body acid irritates the pancreas, like a person that's starving. When a person's starving, their acid goes up, irritates the pancreas. The pancreas gets the signal, we're under attack. We're going to starve. Let's save all the food we can get. So a person tries to lose 2 pounds, they gain 3 in a few days. It feels so good, they lost 5 pounds, bang, 10 comes back. That's pancreas acid. Okay, now that's the one you want to get down in your body. When it comes to acid, you want to be alkaline on the inside, acid on the outside. No matter what. That's why they take acid water and pour it on the outside of your body and you'll heal up. Take alkaline on the inside and it'll stop a stomachache. If you get puffed, bloated, gastric, take sea salt, a little bit of water, it starts to make the body alkaline and puffed and bloatedness disappears. Most diseases, that's why I'm talking about coffee. We heard a production on coffee, and it said coffee drives your acid up. In the morning, you are alkaline. At night, you want to be alkaline, you'll fall asleep. In the daytime, you want to be a little bit acid. Not completely alkaline all the time, because you'll be tired. And I'll prove that. Alkaline at night. You want to be alkaline, the more alkaline you fall asleep, bang, you wake up, you go into a 4th REM. The more acid you got at nighttime, the lighter you sleep. So if you can't sleep, you know you're acid. So what you do, you make your body alkaline at night, then in the morning you're a little bit alkaline, you can't wake up, you take a cup of coffee, and bang, the acid drives up, wakes you up, because acid picks you up. So will a hot shower do that. And I tell people, so it lasts all day, the hot shower, take and slowly turn the shower down so you become a bit alkaline, and it'll last longer. You're not as tired. Now, the acids it causes in the body, problems from acid. You cannot have cancer, according to a lot of lab people, if you are alkaline on the inside. It causes arthritis, sore joints, muscles, bones. Some people, the acid disappears, bang, they're back to normal. High blood pressure. And why does that happen? The higher the acid, the lower the oxygen. The more acid in your body, the less oxygen. Then your heart has to pump faster to catch up to get more oxygen. Diabetes. Diabetes, remember we just talked about that? Acid irritates your pancreas. And it's amazing what happens. And asthma, short of oxygen again. Headaches, if you've got a lot of acid in your body, you can get a headache over and over. And people just take a quarter teaspoon of sea salt, half a cup of water, warm, cold. Remember, if you take hot water, it goes to your brain. Warm water to the stomach, cold water to the legs. If you have sore legs, take a quarter teaspoon of sea salt. If you have a headache, 15 minutes later, take another quarter teaspoon of water and sea salt. You won't overload on salt when you got a headache, or otherwise you'd get a paper burn. It'll feel across your lip if you were taking too much salt. Headaches, horrible. The next one, you get exhaustion, right? Because there's no oxygen left. Too acidy. You get horrible weakness all over. Some people get depressed because you're tired all the time. If every time you get up you're tired and you have to do something, it seems when you're tired, everybody asks you to do something. Now, why I'm talking about this acid, it was caused a lot by coffee. And here's another thing I would tell people: you have to cut down on coffee. They say, you know what? If I have to quit coffee, forget it. I'll take all the aches and pains. I need my coffee in the morning. And if somebody had to quit coffee in Selkirk, there'd be a murder in Selkirk tomorrow. They're not quitting their coffee. So now I just go with the flow. Some guy come in and he introduced me to this coffee and he said, try this. And I thought, come on. I've been trying all these coffees to get you a coffee that alkalines you. Not working. The guy dropped off a box and said, just please give it out to a few people. I did, reluctantly. I give it out. People start phoning back. My headaches are gone. My sore back and joints are gone. My arthritis is gone. Psoriasis and eczema disappeared. And they felt a lot better, a lot of energy. Next one was, the amazing part was weight loss. So, but psoriasis really caught my eye. So that means your body is alkaline. Now, the coffee, an ordinary coffee, it's in a pouch, and it has a combination of herbs that alkalines the body. Now, like I said, it alkalines the body, so their energy starts coming up. Side effect was weight loss. They start dropping a few pounds. I dropped from 216, which I could never get off of, just having a cup of coffee in the morning, and to 204. Took over a month, but I could never lose a pound before. Never changed my diet. My son went on it for a month to see if it was going to work. Because if it's not working for us, we're not going to tell you about it. He dropped 17 pounds in 1 month and 14 inches off his stomach. Everybody coming in was amazed. His wife dropped 10 pounds and 10 inches off her stomach. Amazing, just from drinking coffee. Yesterday I had a lady come in and she said, oh, I haven't lost a pound. Do you want your money back? Because there's a money back guarantee on this coffee. That alkalines your body anyway. Of course not. She goes, you know what? I got so much energy. I'm 50 years old again. She was 75. And I don't have an ache or pain in my body. It's such a wonderful thing to alkaline your body. So I tell people, you know what? Here's a few things that happened when they took the coffee. A lady come in and said she was a little bit jittery. Just cut the coffee down. He said it's shifting your pancreas from left to right to make the sugar leave the body. She did that. It was very okay. Just take less of it. And what it's doing, it's getting your pancreas ready to allow the body, to allow the food to go out of the body. Another person phoned me and said he had burning in the urine. Yes, that's when they have excess acid in the body. Excess. In fact, it burns when it comes out. You don't burn unless it's acid, and it's trying to get it out of the body. That's what it is. Just keep on, go slow, take the coffee. If you go back to your old coffee, that's okay. But take 1 cup of these, and it didn't matter what we did all day. You could drink your other coffee. My son would take his cup of coffee, 1 in the morning to prove me wrong, run down to the restaurant and have the other coffee. He still lost 17 pounds in a month. Energy, mood swings started disappearing because you got less acid. It was amazing. Another one said he got a bit of a rash on his body. That's when you're taking it a little too much. Cut back. Go slower. It pushes all the rashes and cleans your lymphatic system. So I tell people now when they come in, don't tell me, they go, I have to quit coffee. Not going to tell you that. I'm just going to change your coffee. You take this coffee, take half a pack, stick it in water. You can stick milk, sugar, anything. Have your coffee in the morning before you do anything in the morning. My dad used to say, come in, have a cup of coffee, relax, and enjoy the scenery. You know what? I never followed that when I got into herbs. But I tell people now, you know what? Go have a cup of coffee. You know what? And have a cup of coffee with my blessing. Just change your coffee, and it'll start changing the acid in your body. And you know what? Who knows? You may live 10 years longer just by changing your coffee. So now I can tell somebody, have a cup of coffee on me. Thank you very much, and I'm glad you watched this. My son's just going to explain some do's and don'ts about it, and I'm going to go have a cup of coffee.